Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel. Today I will explain you about Python set. So before starting with this session, let's understand the agenda of this session. So here we'll discuss about basics of Python set, then how we can use it in real life with their examples. By using one example, I will show you how we can define the set or create the set in Python programming language. After that, I will show you how to perform or how to do the operation using set function in Python. So if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing and pressing bell icon for more updates. Let's begin with Python set function. Sets are used to store multiple items in a single variable. Set is one of the four built-in functionality in Python which is store a collection of data. The other three are list, tuples and dictionary. I have already created several sessions on these three topics. So if you really want or if you are interested to watch this, please watch my previous session. So these three different qualities and uses are exactly different as compared to set. So set is a collection which is both unordered and indexed. Sets are written within curly braces. So the sets model provides classes for constructing and manipulating unordered collections of unique elements. Common uses include membership testing, removing duplicates from a sequence, and computing standard math operation on sets such as interaction, union, differences, and symmetric differences. Like other collections, sets support action set, length set, for action set. So these three functionality or operation which we can perform using set. So being in unordered collection, set do not record element positions or order of insertions. According to set do not support indexing, slicing or other sequence like behavior. Grouping objects into a set can be useful in programming as well as Python provides a built-in set type to do so. Sets are distinguished from other objects types by the unique operations that can be performed on them. So defining a set will be a built-in set type has the following characteristics which sets are unordered, set elements are unique, duplicate elements are not at all allowed, then a set itself may be modified but the elements contained in the set must be of immutable type. Set can be created of two ways. First, we can define a set within the built-in set function, otherwise we can directly create it. So let's see how we'll create a set and with their attributes. So for creating set, we have to declare the name of set, then equal to within the curly braces, we have to enter the value here. So let's take example of vegetables we are using here or adding here as name, vegetable names, then comma, again in between single quotes, or even though you can add double quotes as well, then flower, again semicolon, um, again new value that is potato, then next value will be brinjal. So I'm giving this much value only, and let's print the set. So here I am declaring the value, and after that I am printing. So whatever name we have declared here, same name we have to provide here, otherwise it will throw an error. So as you can see here, value is printed successfully. So whatever we have provided here, same will be available here as well. So accessing items, we cannot access item in a set for referring to an index or a key. So for accessing, we have to use x or any attributes with in keywords. So but within loop we have to define for loop or ask if a specified value is present in a set by using in keywords. So just see, if I want to print some value within for loop, so here I am giving for x in and the set name. So my set name here as a first set, then in colon I will print my value of x. So you can see here whatever value we have provided or declared x denoted first x is equal to onion, second x is equal to flour, third x is potato, and fourth x is brinjal. So it is printed in sequence, because I said earlier it's an in unordered collection. It will flow in any order. There is no indexing available for the set. Because of that, if you run on several times same code, it will print in different order. So let's understand the changing items. The changing items is not at all possible. Once a set is created, we cannot change its item, but definitely we can add more values as well. So for adding additional value, we have to use add function or update function. So let's see how we can add the value. So we have already declared the set function here. Just have to use first set, then add, and round bracket in between that we have to provide the value. So value I am giving here as a tomato, and let's run this. Because we are not giving print statement, it will not print. So print first set. So let me remove this. Think we are doing some mistake. First set up here, we are making some mistake. Now you can see one more elements are added here. So there is no order, as I said, it is added in between that. If you run same code again with some different parameter, definitely you will see another result. So let me give you another number or another vegetables name. So chili. Now you can see this one is added at second position, and earlier it was in the third position. So this will indicate that there is no order for additions and updating the value. So let's understand several other operation which we can say. So set items are unordered, unchangeable, and do not allow duplicates value. So what does it mean by unordered? So unordered means that the item in a set do not have defined any order. Set items can appear in a different order every time we use it and cannot be referred by its index or key. Unchangeable means sets are unchangeable, meaning that we cannot change the item after the set has been created, but definitely we can add it, as you can see in this program. Duplicates are definitely not allowed here, so it will be ignored. So let's try one more, or keep the same name here as onion. so it will be ignored. So you can see first brinjal, onion, chili, because chili is added here, and where we have defined twice, it was ignored in this printing. So if we want to print the length of set, then we have to define len and provide the name of set and then run. Will get length 4, because here it's 3 and this is the fourth one. So if I will change the name here as a flower, I will get 5. Now you can see it's 5. Set data types. So set is not having any data types. It will store string, integer and boolean data types. Any type of value it will be stored. Set contains different data types also. So if I want to define first onion as a string and second as a number, it will take it, because number is here. So let me print first. Print first set. Now you can see it is printed. So any type of value it will be stored. So type. So from Python perspective, sets are defined as the object with the data type set. Set constructor. It is also possible to use set constructor to make a set. So that's all about Python set. Hope you enjoyed this session. If you really like the video, consider subscribing and pressing bell icon for more updates. Thank you for watching.